More than half of stroke survivors face some form of physical or even cognitive disability afterwards. They may have trouble walking. They may have trouble talking. They may have memory loss or dementia. Jamie Buhajer is a family nurse practitioner with Novant Health Stroke Bridge Clinic, and she joins us this morning to tell us more about stroke and why it's so important to get help quickly. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's talk about, first of all, the signs and symptoms of a stroke. If people that are watching see a loved one, or maybe they're even experiencing them themselves.
Yeah, so we often talk about the Be Fast acronym, and this is kind of the community awareness that we bring out. In fact, I have in my Stroke Bridge Clinic all these magnets that I pass out to patients that have big Be Fast. I said, put this on all of your refrigerators at home.
Yes.
So B standing for balance, which I find that that is one of the types of strokes that people often don't go to the hospital for. They think that these subtle balance changes or dizziness, that this is just getting older, my vertigo, and they kind of ignore it. They think it's a little not as big of a deal that it might actually be. So balance is a big change or dizziness. E for eyes or vision, so sudden onset of vision changes or double vision. Also, then we get to the fast, so fast like face, so having half the face all of a sudden get droop, or that asymmetric smile, that's a big change. And then A for arm, so sudden onset of arm weakness or numbness. That does include the leg as well, but for the Be Fast, we just talk about the arm. And then of course speech, so sudden changes in speech, so slurring, garbled speech, or they know what they want to say, but they're not saying the right words. You know, they're calling a truck a pen. You know, it just doesn't make sense, and they think that what they're saying is right, but it's clearly not right to the person listening to them. And then the last part of that is, of course, that time is brain, so T for time, getting help, getting to the 911 urgent calls.
So time is brain. That means if you get there, get help as fast as possible, there's a good chance you have a better recovery from this.
Correct, yes. So if you can get maybe one of these interventions, medication or a procedure, they might be able to remove the clot or dissolve the clot quick enough to where the brain can get back that oxygen it was being deprived of, and hopefully the stroke could be either less disabling or not disabling at all.
And we said earlier, more than 50% of people have some type of disability from stroke.
Yeah.
And that's a sad fact.
Yes.
But some of the times things can be reversed when it comes to your chances of having a stroke. For example, your blood pressure and a lot of other things.
Yeah, so blood pressure, of course, is a big thing. I always say that there's this triple trifecta. It's usually blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol.
Yes.
We're always hitting those points in the clinic, looking at their lab work to see, does any of this stuff apply or is applicable to our patients? But then other things like the tobacco use is a big thing, unfortunately. And it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. It seems like there's new devices now helping get tobacco in different ways.
Yes.
So we're talking about all these different other devices that still increase that stroke risk. Sleep apnea being a risk. Making sure you're following up with your cardiologist if you have heart arrhythmias. People who have very sedentary lifestyles, so people who are obese, who are not exercising, who are not eating right.
And if you have a stroke, are there new treatments available for folks now?
Yeah, so there is kind of an ever-emerging world in medical care and advances. They're changing even in the last several years. We went from one type of clot-busting drug to another clot-busting drug, and now you can get this medicine in a sooner time frame. Even the procedures we do have come a long way with the advances, and time has actually been extended, the window for getting some of those procedures. So it's constantly a changing field as they learn new developments, but you have to get to the hospital quick enough to get them.
Yes, so be fast. Time is brain.
Always.
I learned that this morning. Thank you so much for being with us.